What's up everybody, Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new model kit review. Today we are taking a look at the Bandai 1/12 scale General Grievous. I built this a few weeks ago on stream. It was a lot of fun to put together, and this is a figure that is going to scale really well with Black Series. If you didn't know, Bandai model kits are the same scale, 1/12 or 6-inch. And for years, I was wanting to pick this figure up because I was just unsatisfied with the Black Series General Grievous. I personally think it's too small, and the weak joints make it an absolute nightmare to stand up. So let's jump into the actual figure itself. We'll start with the box here, which has a nice image of General Grievous on the front. We get some pretty promotional pictures, images from the movie as well on the side here. And this is all, what the model kit could look like if you paint it up and all that good stuff. So here is the other side, and then we have another picture of Grievous on the side of the box, and that is pretty much it. There's nothing on the back here. So let's go ahead. We're going to get the Bandai model kit General Grievous on the rotating stand. And here he is, fully assembled, completely unpainted. This is what you get out of the packaging when you just assemble it. So no decals, no stickers, nothing like that. And even with it being like that, I already think this is truly a Black Series killer. You can see this Grievous is standing up perfectly fine, which is definitely due to it being a model kit. It is really light, but I think that helps out a character like General Grievous, who is kind of gangly and has, very thin joints. So the lightweightness of the model kit really helps this figure stand up and pose really well. So let's go ahead and we'll get this Grievous off the stand and take a closer look. Okay, here we are up close and personal with the Bandai model kit General Grievous, and you can see that he does look pretty fantastic. Of course, still unpainted. This is how model kits come. You have to assemble them, paint them, all that good stuff yourself. But Grievous is pretty much a simple design, so even just assembled here, you could see this kind of just looks like a very clean, brand new General Grievous. Not really seen any battles or anything like that. There's a few paint details that are missing, but overall, I think the idea is still translated really well, even if you just wanted to assemble it and not do any extra painting or anything like that. Yeah, I really like the head sculpt this time around. I think the different separate inlay pieces for the head really makes it have a nice three-dimensional look. You can see the separation from like the mask to the inner eye to the actual eye itself, and that looks really nice. And everything else sculpt-wise is really detailed as well. Looks very accurate to a Revenge of the Sith General Grievous. We do get the cape as well too, which is probably the one thing I would say that the Black Series version has on this version. This cape just isn't all that good. It's a really strange material, and it kind of just rests on his neck like this, so it has a little bit of a tendency to pop off. It also doesn't have the lightsaber storage, and nor does it have the General Grievous logo thing on the back of the cape either. And I will say the only thing that really drives me crazy about this model kit is this neck piece here. It's really hard to get it actually pegged in, so it kind of has a tendency to move back and forth. Luckily, it will stay within a general vicinity here, but it is such a pain to keep in the actual socket of the joint itself. So if anyone has like a tip on how I could fix that or get it to stay in better, please let me know. Otherwise though, yeah, this General Grievous just looks awesome. It's really nicely detailed, very clean. Obviously, we're going to have to paint this up at a future date and get him all nice and battle damaged and looking more Revenge of the Sith-like. And so as far as accessories go, we just get some really classic General Grievous goodness here. I really like what the model kit did as opposed to the Black Series version here, where we get alternate arms that hold all four lightsabers and are completely separated. This works so much better than the weird gimmick thing that Hasbro tried, where you actually had to separate the arms. You can see we do get all four lightsabers, 2 blue and 2 green. The hilts are unpainted as well, so I will have to even paint those. But again, when I review model kits, I like to show exactly what you get as soon as you build it out of the package here. No extras. Even just like this, I think This General Grievous is just looking absolutely awesome. So let's do a quick rundown here of the articulation. So with the head being the way that it is kind of hard to judge the head articulation because it does just kind of want to do whatever it wants to do. But it is on a ball joint, so you do get some rotation here for Grievous, and he can look up and down. And then, yeah, like it's, up, here we go. But otherwise, with this model kit, we get tons of fantastic articulation. So for the double arms here, the shoulders can independently move all the way up. They have tons and tons of range here, and they are connected together, so you can actually rotate them all the way around if you'd like to. And you can rotate them around individually as well if you'd like to. So 100% fantastic mobility on the arms, and we're falling apart here. Did I mention that model kits are extremely fragile and light and have a tendency to have some pieces pop off? Because that definitely happens quite a bit with this Grievous, so just be very careful, and hopefully none of your pieces will fall victim to the carpet monster. For the ab crunch, we do get a ball joint here, so he does actually get some really nice range forward, and going back is just pretty much straight up. That, of course, means that we also get rotation here and side to side as well. So full great movement here with that ball joint. And yeah, you can actually get Grievous to lean forward. Imagine that. And then down to the legs here, they are on ball joints, so they can go all the way up really high. You get double knee right there that does fantastic work. We also have a slight hinge for the foot here, and it is a nice and tight joint. And Grievous can do the splits about that far, and with them being on ball joints, you can get some, thigh swivel. And I totally glossed over the arms, but rounding back to that, we do get single elbows on them that give you 90 degrees, and we just get rotation for each of the wrists. It could be a little bit better, but it still does exactly what you need it to. But like I said, with it being so light and so well articulated, this Grievous is super dynamic and can actually stand up, and you don't have to worry about him falling over when you have him left in these poses. I'd even be willing to bet I could do a freestanding one-leg running Grievous pose here with this model kit and actually get him to stay standing up. Let's try it out. And look at that. Just like that, no cuts in the camera, 1 foot pose. You cannot do that with the Black Series figure. And finally, let me show you the main reason I think every single Black Series collector should pick this model kit up, and it is right here. Just take a look at the Bandai model kit here with the Black Series release, and you could definitely see that, yeah, the Black Series Grievous is way too small. He should be huge, towering, imposing. He should stand well over B1 battle droids and Anakin and Obi-Wan. But as most of you know, if you have the Black Series version, it's literally the same height as a B1 battle droid and Anakin and Obi-Wan. And then if you hunch him over, he's even smaller. So yeah, I'm not sure why the Black Series version is so underscaled, but these are both 1/12 scale figures. The Bandai model kit is definitely the correct scale. And just to show you a few more comparisons, here are the Black Series Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan and Anakin. Then we have Clone Wars Maul and Count Dooku. We'll follow that up with some Clone Trooper action. We have the Tartakovsky Red ARC Trooper and Captain Rex. And for the final comparison with a Black Series B1 battle droid. And so there you have it. That was my review for the Bandai model kit of General Grievous. I think it is absolutely fantastic. Completely smokes the Black Series version, even in its unpainted state, in my opinion. And once I do get this painted up, this is definitely going to be the Grievous that goes on display with the rest of my Black Series figures. I love that this is much more accurately scaled. It's a little bit more lightweight, and so the joints support the figure a lot more, and as you saw, you can get some really dynamic posing out of this Grievous. It is a little finicky to put together, especially if you've never built a model kit before, but I think as long as you just follow the instructions closely, this will be a pretty simple thing for anyone one to put together. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Big shout out and special thank you to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And if you would like to join the channel membership and become a member of the Basement Dweller Army, there is a link down in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement, and I will see you next time.